Welcome back to Book Break. We have got a brand new original tag for you today, the Build Your Own Summer Book Tag. Using some of our favourite books, we are going to build our own dream summer holidays. So, question number 1. Of all the books that you've read, or of all the books waiting for you on your shelves ready to read, if you could visit one book location for your dream summer holiday, where would it be? It can be a fictional location, it can be a real location that's brought to life really well by a book, totally up to you. Where are you going on your summer holiday? And I have picked as my answer to this, Malaysia. Specifically, the Malaysia that is brought to life in Blackwater Sister by Zen Cho. In this book, Jess returns back to Malaysia for the first time since she was a toddler, so she gets to really explore, as if for the first time, this country that is her ancestral home, but hasn't been her home. She has spent her life so far mainly in the States, and it is hot, it is magical, and it's an adventure. Question 2. So you've chosen where you're going for your summer holiday, but which character from a book would you bring along on the trip? And my answer to this was easy. I would obviously bring along Bridget Jones. I think we would have the best girls' trip. It would be a little bit chaotic. We would probably drink far too much wine and end up in slightly awkward situations, but we would have so much to talk about, and I think we would just laugh the whole time. Question number 3, which character's wardrobe would you borrow for the trip? So for this one, I'm choosing Noemi from Mexican Gothic. She is a Mexican socialite from the 1950s, so you can imagine how great her wardrobe is, and we do in the book get loads of descriptions of some of her amazing dresses, and I want to wear all of them on my trip. Question number 4, which book character would you invite over for dinner and drinks? So I think that Bridget and I would invite over Rebecca for dinner and drinks. I, for one, have so many questions to ask Rebecca, the first Mrs. De Winter. I think she'd be a fascinating dinner companion, but she also sort of terrifies me, so I wouldn't want her on the whole trip, but I think we'd have a very interesting evening. Plus, we know she knows how to throw a great party. Question 5, which book character would you have a summer romance with? And I don't have a particular answer for this one, but I'm going to say just any Jane Austen character. So I've got the book Pride and Prejudice here, but really any character from one of Jane Austen's novels would be so interesting, because I'm just thinking about what would they be like outside the restrictions of the time that they lived in. What would a summer fling with one of these characters be like if they weren't just restricted to writing letters and then instantly proposing? So maybe having a summer fling with someone who does instantly propose is your dream, in which case these also seem like good options. Question number 6, of everyone that you have brought on this trip so far, who is most likely to lose their passport? And I'm going to say it's a real toss-up in mine between me and Bridget. I think most likely scenario, we both lose our passports. And finally, question 7, you have designed your absolute dream holiday, you know where you're going, you know who you're bringing, you know what you're wearing. But the most important question of all, which book are you bringing on the trip? And so I'm going to bring on my summer holiday The Ophelia Girls by Jane Healy. This is a book I'm so excited to read, and it's got such a beautiful flowery cover. It really gives me summer holiday vibes. It's also described as being a visceral, heady exploration of illicit desire, infatuation, and the perils and power of being a young woman. So I think at my dinner party with me, Bridget, and Rebecca, we would have loads to talk about if we all read this book. So I would love to know your guys' answers to these questions. Do write your answers in the comments below, or if you create your own video or post, send us the link and we will go and check it out. I will link here to a playlist of all of the other original tags we've created, plus your guys' versions of these tags. You'll find them all in the playlist. And we'll see you next time.